We have Outlook on one end of the spectrum, and we have instant messages on Messenger on the other end of the spectrum. And there's a void in terms of the frequency and the usage scenarios. And this team has found the solution for it, and they're going to explain it to us right now. Hopefully you're ready. Terrific. Good luck. Please welcome Fast Forward.
Thank you. Thank you. Check. Check. So Intelcom is an intelligent communications tool, hence the name, that facilitates collaboration between coworkers both in and out of the office. Email, it's great for elaborate content, but it's plagued by inefficiency and poor organization. Instant messaging, again, it's useful for real-time dialogue, but it too is plagued by monotonous and feature-lacking interface. And its few file-sharing capabilities are limited by corporate firewalls and burdens on the user. Intelcom addresses these issues by using what its predecessors lack, a brain. When you type an instant message to your friend using Intelcom, your friend's not the only one who reads it. Intelcom reads it too and provides additional resources completely automatically to you and your colleagues to facilitate better collaboration. By using natural language processing, Intelcom is able to parse English language like a human does. This enables it to provide help to the user without requiring extra input from the user. But don't take my word for it. Let's have a look. In our first example, Jeff is reminding Bob to show him something. So he types, "Hey Bob," and our system needs to disambiguate it because we have two Bobs in our system. He wants to talk to Bob Dow, so he clicks that row.
Hey Bob, do you want to show me something?
Yeah, hey Jeff, sure. Look at my screen.
So by typing, "look at my screen," Intelcom is going to parse that input, recognize that Bob is trying to relay to Jeff his current screen status, so it's going to take a screenshot and send it to Jeff's computer, which you see right here. In our next example, Jeff is having a problem and doesn't know who to ask. Luckily for him, Intelcom does. Like a human, Intelcom is able to determine which keywords are most relevant, so it sends the message to Bob because he has previously indicated that he is familiar with Java. This is a sort of like an auto-tagging feature.
How do I do threads in Java?
Well, I have a Java handbook open right now, so you can take a look at it.
So Jeff is telling Bob is telling Jeff to look at his open document, and Intelcom is going to use Windows API calls to find out that the open document is a Word document. It's going to capture it, save it, and send it to Jeff to look at. And there it is. In our next example, Jeff is a sales representative, and Bob is an SAP customer.
Hi Jeff, I placed an order last night and I didn't get the confirmation, so can you please follow up on it?
So Bob is going to tell Jeff to look at order 5455, and Intelcom is going to recognize that that's part of the SAP sales system, and so it's going to bring us into the SAP sales system and bring us straight to that order.
I can see that. Let me check it.
Okay. Now Bob has to run downstairs to go meet with HR. So he's going to open Outlook and look in his tasks, one of which is go downstairs to meet with HR. He's going to right-click it and set that as his current status. That's going to send an alert to our server, letting us know that he's going downstairs to meet with HR. Our brain is going to recognize that downstairs is not at his computer, and thus it's going to mark him as away from his computer. And in a moment, that'll show up on our widget when it propagates. There it is. So now Jeff, who's subscribed to Bob's status updates, sees that he went downstairs to meet with HR. And now, out of nowhere, it seems, we just got a message from Jane. And then if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see red text that says external. That means that Jane is from outside of our corporate firewall. We can detect that by looking at her IP address and recognizing that it's not in our subnet. And while we support messages with people outside of our firewall, we alert our own users that they are in fact outside of the firewall so that they can be careful and not share sensitive information. So to quickly recap, we've removed the hassle and overhead from business communication. Intelcom automates the communicative process so that users can focus on doing what they're doing and communicating and collaborating. By letting users subscribe to tags and other users, we enable them to keep in touch in a more passive sense while preventing spam and unwanted messages. By providing a brain with true natural language processing, we automate the sending of screenshots, documents, sale orders, virtually any sort of digital content you can imagine. We've taken the pain out of business communication. Thank you very much.